Hi everyone, my name's Eric McLaughlin. I live in Vernon, British Columbia, Canada, and I am a proud supporter of Hope Without Harm. The reason I got involved with Hope Without Harm is because men have to be involved when we're dealing with the crisis of rape in our society. The first reason we have to be involved is because men are the overwhelming perpetrators of rapes. It's something like 98% of rapes are committed by men. So obviously with men being the overwhelming part of the problem, I also think there's the opportunity where we can be a big part of the solution. A big problem I see right now with the fight against rape in our society is that not enough men are getting involved. Unfortunately, it's going to take more men getting involved because it's going to be men that are going to have to break down this male privilege, this macho male, the old ideal of masculinity that includes being dominant over the women in your life and the man of the household and all this other BS that we're taught and is ingrained in our culture. It's going to be men that are going to have to break this down because honestly, if this is the view that men hold, they're not going to listen to women who are trying to tell them why rape culture is a bad thing or why rape is a problem in our society because they're not affected by it. They don't see it, they don't want to see it because it is a direct attack on the privilege and the power that they hold in our society. It's going to have to be other men that break this down and let them know that this power hierarchy that's in place is not acceptable and cannot continue. One of the most humbling things about being involved with Hope Without Harm is also one of the hardest for me, and that is that since I've been involved with Hope Without Harm, I've had women in my life who have confided in me that they have been victims of rape. I knew a couple before I got involved, and they were a major reason why I got involved, but since I've gotten involved, I've had even more, and even though you know the stats, until you really have a full grasp on how many people it affects around you personally, that really hits home. It certainly did for me. And it's one of the reasons why I keep pushing forward, why I keep staying involved, and why I keep an eye on things like the social media and things like what's in media and what's happening in our culture. As hard as it can be sometimes, is because it's those people I'm fighting for. It's those people that I keep close to my heart, and I hope that there's nobody else in my life that I will have to add to that list of people who I know who have been directly affected as victims of rape. One of the things that I did want to say is a message to the survivors, to the fighters in my life that I know personally, as well as members of Hope Without Harm, as well as people who are looking into it and will become members, is I just want you to remember two things, is that it wasn't your fault and there is no way that you are at fault in becoming a victim of rape, and you are someone worth believing in.